Tech with the timer, we're getting started. What is up, you guys? It's Future here. And today we are playing Windward Horizon. So I got handed this by Eddy. So I have no idea what I'm doing here. Like, no idea in the slightest. So, let's give this a shot. Just stick with the default settings. Yeah, okay. Okay. Although it has been mere days since you've last set sail, they felt like weeks to you and the rest of the crew. One calamity after another befell the ship since it left port. It all started with an attack by a lawless pirate leaving a few extra holes in places they shouldn't be, delaying your departure from the province. With barely enough time to patch up the damage, the very storm your captain was hoping to avoid has caught up to the ship, damaging its sails and veering it off course in the middle of the night. As the saying goes about bad luck that comes in threes, a sickness befell the crew that very same night, spreading easily among the soaked and shivering bodies. It took days for everyone to recover, days spent in a state of delirium, days that felt like weeks. Fortunately, everyone recovered. Everyone, that is, except the captain. The old sea dog was still bedridden when he called the crew to gather around him. It was his time, he said, and as much as he loved the sea, he still had family he wished to see not far from here. The crew had a vote, and somehow you ended up in charge. And so begins the tale of Captain Future. The first order of business, then, is to get the old captain back to his family. Unfortunately, by the time anyone has the presence of mind to ask him about their whereabouts, the captain has already dozed off. You knew the old fellow the best. Where is he likely from? Let's see here. Let's say probably Valiant. And so you set sail for Fan. Find the province of Fan and drop the captain off. Do this and the ship and its crew will be yours, Captain Future. Farewell. Click on the province to navigate here. Alright, we're going to here. Albana Visconti. And again, I say, This is your trusty sloop. It's not much, but it's all yours. You can sail around by pressing WASD, your mouse, press and hold where you want it to go. Or if you have one, with the left controller stick. You can right-click your ship to get more options, including the ability to rebutton controls to your liking. Dragging with the right mouse button lets you turn the camera, and the scroll wheel controls the zoom. Your available skills are always at the bottom of your screen. Icons are bright if they're usable, and dark if they're not. All skill icons can be right-clicked to change their key binding and have some additional options. For example, you can turn off automatic targeting on explosive barrel and volley skills, allowing you to use them anywhere. Your ship's stats are split into 3 categories: defense, offense, and support. Depending on the role you choose for yourself, some stats may be more beneficial than others. For example, the classical tank role would find hull far more beneficial than diplomacy. You can learn more about what each stat does by hovering over it. You can also learn how all stats work by clicking on the question mark button above them. All ships have a different internal layout and cargo capacity. While your starter ship only has space to install 1 cannon per side, larger ships will easily double or triple that number. While you have a fair bit of freedom when it comes to placing your internal components, there are some functional limitations to consider. For example, armor can't be repaired without a surrounding nearby crew, and cannons can only be reloaded by directly adjacent crew. Fortunately, you can easily see the exact stat changes when considering installing an item somewhere. It's important to know that all towns in the region, like the one you're currently sailing in, belong to the same province. Provinces are governed by the faction leader that has the most influence. Influence is gained or lost through a number of events, some entirely chance-based, and others easily controlled. Simple acts like completing quests on behalf of a certain faction leader will raise their influence. Selling commodities to the province that people desire will raise the influence of the governing faction. In general, if the people have their needs met, they will support the current governor, and if not, they will be voted out in favor of another.
Alright, let's see here. Growth is abundant. Good food, good beverage, not the best clothing. Prosperity, fantastic. Ranch, novice. Farm, novice. John Ferdinand, valiant. Here, I'm literally at fan.
The market is province-wide. This means that all towns in the same province share their goods. The bars indicate the desire to buy or sell. The stronger the demand for something, indicated by the bar reaching towards the right side, the more the province will pay for it. The greater the abundance, indicated by the bar reaching towards the left side, the cheaper it is to buy something here.
Meaning, beverages are absolutely the goal. Especially milk. Oh no, the categories are all set. Perfect. Darn it. So what we are looking for is, let's see, it looks like milk is decent. Raw meat, cattle, etc., etc.
You can buy and sell equipment in any town, but the maximum amount it can offer for any one item is based on its size, so bigger towns can afford to pay more. The number of items for sale is also based on this town's size, but the quality of items available depends on the size of the province instead. To buy any item, drag it from the town's inventory into your ship's inventory. You will want to open your own inventory first. Press I. To sell any item, drag it from your ship's inventory and drop it onto the town's screen. In both cases, shift-click is a handy shortcut.
I'm broke. So that's pointless to me.
Your personal vault can be used to store equipment and customization. Your vault is accessible from all towns and is shared between all ships, allowing you to easily transfer items from one to another. Only trade commodities and quest items can't be placed into the vault. All provinces have a shipyard that's able to both build and store ships. Larger ships will require a bigger province in order to build them. All ships have a different internal layout and stats. No one ship excels at everything, so you'll want to decide which ship will best fit your desired role. All your stored ships are available in all provinces, just like your vault items. You can sell your docked ships at any point, recovering most of the funds spent on the original purchase. The notice board allows you to pick up quests that may be of interest to you. Quests that take place entirely within the region of the province and are marked with an anchor, and will fail if you leave the province. Quests that involve leaving the province are tagged with a steering wheel. Completing quests on behalf of someone will advance their influence over the province. Be careful with that one. All quests have a challenge rating represented by the skulls. Quests that are entirely level appropriate won't have any, while quests with a challenge rating higher than yours will have one or more skulls. The more challenging the quest, the more likely you are to need allies to aid you. Team-based quests are marked with a team symbol, and are meant to be tackled in multiplayer. Quests tagged with a crossing cannon symbol pit one faction against another, and are likely to involve player versus player combat if playing online. Local gossip can be an excellent source of various information. You can ask about goods by typing their names such as rum or sheep, potentially revealing where to buy and sell them. You can also ask about various notable figures by their name, which may help you find them. Looking for Sonia, enter Sonia and see if the locals can give you a hint. And if you happen to be looking for some province, you can type for its location by simply typing its name. Useful. I need Ashton. Understood. Faster. Leighton. I am in the province.
Oh, wait a minute. Do they need me to, like, full on dock? I'm...
All cannons have a firing arc, meaning they can only fire on targets directly off the port, left, or starboard, right sides. Keeping your enemy in your line of fire for perfectly timed volleys while staying out of theirs will take practice. Certain skills, like explosive barrel, have a 360-degree firing radius and are excellent for continuing to deal damage, even if your cannons aren't able to see the target. If you want to increase your firing range, raising accuracy is the way to go. Before your cannons can damage the enemy's hull, you have to get through their armor first, so try and hit the same side if you can. Use the help button next to your health bar at the top left of your screen for more information. It seems you have allowed your health to reach 0 before getting your enemy's health to 0. That's not how you win, Captain. Well, not to worry. Getting defeated isn't a big deal in Windward Horizon. You don't lose experience or items. All you lose is a bit of time due to having to respawn in a nearby dock, as well as any quests that involve the enemy that has defeated you. If you want to increase your chances of survival, try focusing your gear to boost a few key stats as high as possible at the expense of others. You can get
learn more.
You can learn more by using the help button next to your character stats, or if you're not sure what the breathing green and brown health bars represent, press here. Your ship's health is split into 3 values: hull, port, and starboard armor. Hull is your ship's effective structural integrity, represented by the green bar on your UI. If this value reaches 0, your ship will explode. Port and starboard armor are represented by the 2 smaller brown bars underneath the hull. All incoming damage gets absorbed by your armor first, and only the leftover amount goes on to strike your ship's hull. While hull repairs are generally very slow, armor gets repaired quickly. If armor on one side of your ship gets depleted during a fight, consider coming about to let the other side take some hits.
Darn it. Okay, I've got to go to the Googles for a second. Why is my first quest not claiming in Windward Horizon? Why is the last rights quest not claiming in Windward Horizons? Wow, I am slow. Ahoy, Sylvester. There's something here. Where am I, though? Right, but where am I? Where am I, though?
You are near a diving spot, but unfortunately your crew doesn't know how to dive. Crews come with certain skills and are unlikely to be able to do everything. If you find and equip a crew with Walk the Plank, you'll be able to explore such diving spots in the future. Note that accepting a quest that involves diving will also temporarily grant you this skill, so that's another option.
Interesting.
You are near a fishing spot. You can start fishing by stopping next to it and activating the fishing skill at the bottom of your screen. With the old captain safely off the ship, she's all yours to do with as you please. Uncertain, you glance back at your crew, your friends with whom you've sailed for the past several months. Why did they put you in charge? What will they expect of you? Will you live up to those expectations, you wonder? Well, there's only one way to find out. The entire world is open in front of you. You can run some errands for one of the factions to earn their trust. You can trade and earn a hefty profit by providing goods to provinces that need them, or you can sail around and explore the world. Decisions. One crew member suggests acquiring a better sail. You can see that the old sail above your head is indeed past its prime. Another suggestion is to do some fishing to raise the funds. Sounds easy enough. You see nods of approval around you. It's time to look for some fishing spots.
Uh-huh. This is actually quite nice. Oh, incoming yellow.
Pierre, you rascal, you. You forgot to wake up the Glee Club. But where am I? Bloody heck.
There's something over here. What in the world could it be? Fishing!
Keeping the fish in the catchment area raises its catch meter and lowers its endurance, making it slower. How much time remains on the timer when the fish is finally caught determines its quality and price. Catching all other collectibles is entirely optional. As your crews become more experienced in fishing, your catchment's area size, its movement speed, and fishing rewards will improve, making the whole process easier and more lucrative.
Nice. Because if we don't make you feel like that, we're gonna wind up on the lady's head. Come here, come here. You know what? I'm just a fishing boy. Please don't hurt me. Ahoy. Because if we don't make you feel like that, we're gonna wind up on the lady's head. Alright, come on. Faster! Ay, ay, ay. Ah, dadgummit. My Stuart Varna? Where am I, though? Just need to know. Where am I? I think I get it now. Where I am doesn't matter because all Ashton, Farston, and Layton are all outside the region, which I should have been able to see from... there it is. Sup, nerd? I can do more fishing, just not here. Because you see, I'm out of space.
As you walk into a store that caught your eye, you spot two men in the back having a conversation. One of them is wearing simple, functional clothing, while the other is clearly wealthy, adorned with an assortment of jewelry and shiny trinkets. Yes, I happen to have quite the selection available. Do you have a color, style, or material preference? The wealthy-looking man shakes his head. No, I have a feeling I will know it when I see it. It will speak to me. Of course, sir, of course. Well, over here we have a selection of Eastern-style hats, from simple and functional to tastefully embroidered, all the way to rather extravagantly decorated with jade and rubies. They are, of course, priced accordingly. The wealthy man appears to be unflinching at the mention of potentially high prices, and you notice a slight smile on the other man's face. If you may follow me this way, I would be pleased to show you the selection from the north. More than functional, these hats are designed to protect you in case of battle. This one is adorned with intricately woven chainmail, and this one, the metallic plates, are made from the finest steel I have ever seen, guaranteed to stop arrows. The padding on the inside is made of finest silk, as soft as the desert sands blowing in the wind. You notice that the man in simple clothes, who happens to be the owner of the store, has walked right past another hat piece. A brilliant white cloth draped on the head of a dummy. A fine-looking black band goes across it, keeping it in place. The wealthy-looking man has also seemingly noticed this omission. What about this one? The storekeeper smiles brightly. Good eye, my good sir. This is a truly unique piece. It was a gift given to me by a man from one of the far southern kingdoms a few years ago. One day, I found our ship veering off course after a particularly strong storm has hit it in the middle of the night. We ended up further south than maps show and nearly ran aground. Fortunately, we managed to avoid that fate, but we were low on supplies, so our captain made the wise choice of sending out an expedition to this island to see if there is anything of value to be found. Although it was a desert island, he pointed to what appeared to be trees just on the horizon. It didn't take us long to reach that magnificent oasis, right there in the desert. As we were filling up our flasks, we were spotted by one of the locals that appeared to live in the desert in a village hiding just behind the dunes. We were welcomed, many stories were shared, many gifts were exchanged. This was one of such gifts. The chieftain noticed that I seemed to have lost my hat, so he gave me one of his own. He gingerly takes off the protective glass and strokes the fabric. It's made of the finest silk my fingers have ever touched, and the fabric is so remarkable that it seems to wick the moisture right off your brow, no matter how hot it is. I've never seen anything like it since. The wealthy man smiles eagerly. I want this one. The storekeeper frowns apologetically. I must beg your pardon, my good sir, but it has already been claimed as of last night. Governor Suriyama has set his eyes on it and made a sizable offer, which I have graciously accepted. He's going to be picking it up tomorrow. The wealthy man frowns, then as if reeling something perks up. Wait, does that mean he hasn't actually paid you yet? Well, no, not yet, but we've agreed on the transaction, which will occur tomorrow.
Well, I'm right here today, not tomorrow. How much did he offer?
The storekeeper appears reluctant in his reply. 50,000 crowns, sir.
The wealthy man appears to be taken aback at first, but composes himself quickly. Fine. 50,000. Right now, not tomorrow.
The storekeeper shakes his head apologetically. I must beg your pardon again, good sir, but my word is my bond, you must understand. I cannot simply break it for an equal offer for the sake of expedience. The wealthy man frowns at first, then grins widely as he processes the last part.
Of course, I understand. Double then. You will get the money now, and if you must, you can use some of the excess to pay an apology to the governor, whatever his name was.
The storekeeper appears to consider this for a few moments before agreeing with apparent reluctance. You watch as the man makes the payment and gingerly takes the prized artifact with him before leaving the store, never even glancing in your direction. As the man leaves, the storekeeper turns his attention towards you. Richard Kerr of the Exchange at your service. What can I do for you, sir?
Governor Sariyama. I've never heard of him.
He chuckles and winks at you. He doesn't exist. It's a made-up name to go with the made-up story in order to sell that fool 100 crowns worth of silk.
What? But you charged him 100,000.
Yes, I did. That man has clearly never been further south than his province. And he probably never will be. But notice how he was happy to pay that amount? He'll probably feel good about it, giving it somewhere safe and treasured, telling all his friends the same story. Except that in his version, it will be him going to the island instead of me. I'm sure he will impress some people, perhaps even make them envy him. Either way, everyone wins. Especially you. He shrugs and grins at you, saying nothing in reply.
But why cheat him like that?
Cheat? Let me ask you this. In your opinion, what is the true value of something?
What it's worth.
And is what something is worth the same for everyone? Right now, a cup of cold water may cost you a single crown. But what if you were dying of thirst in the middle of the desert? What would it be worth to you then? I bet it would be far more valuable than a single crown, wouldn't you agree?
But this isn't the same thing,
isn't it? You may not like it, but the true value of something is whatever someone else is willing to pay for it. I may have sold him 100 crowns worth of silk, but you have to remember what I've added on top of that. An interesting story. Stories are also worth a lot when told to the right people. And if you happen to tell the right story, not just to the right person, but also at just the right time, well, that's how the real profit is made. He grins at you meaningfully.
Is everyone like this in the exchange?
He chuckles and smiles widely. Only the skilled ones, my friend. Richard Kerr winks at you meaningfully and heads off to offer his help to a newly arrived customer, leaving you alone to consider his words.
Farewell.
Racing time! You have an unspent talent point available. Press P or click here to bring up the talent specialization window.
We go to my vault. Drop the colors and the design in here. And now Let's see, let's bring this in to fan so that I can stop. You can check to see exactly what effect any item is going to have if it's installed in any slot by dragging it over that slot. Tooltip-based side-by-side item comparisons are not feasible simply because you can usually install items in various slots, even ones that aren't perfectly suitable. And there are a lot more slots on larger ships. Let's go back to the notice board. Local patrol. I'll just do that.
Your new cell flaps proudly above you, with the crew congratulating you on a job well done. One of them even had a welcome gift for you, an expensive-looking crate that was supposedly passed down a few generations. It might come in handy. Of course, there is only so much you can do with a creaky, barnacle-covered ship like yours. It's so small, there is barely any room for storage, let alone space for a cabin suitable for a first mate. It wouldn't take much to afford an upgrade. The sloop of war has double the cargo space, double the cannons, and a nice cozy cabin to house a respectable first mate for you. There are a variety of ways of earning some coin. Continuing fishing is certainly one option, but checking the notice board while in town might yield a much more varied list of tasks to take on. There is also trading, of course, but the limited cargo space would make it difficult. Whatever you choose to do, you seem to have the have.
You seem to have the have.
You seem to have the full support of your crew, who are already talking about how they can make use of all that extra space on the new ship. Completing multiple quests for the same faction in a province will make that faction popular. Completing further quests on behalf of that faction will result in a 5% reputation bonus per quest completion, stacking up to 20 times. In addition, all quest-related influence changes by the popular faction will be increased by 25%, stacking up to 20 times as well. In essence, focusing on doing quests for one faction will allow anyone to greatly influence that faction's presence in the region. Performing any quest on behalf of another faction in the same province will reset this bonus.
Nice. Alright, let me reopen my town. Let me open my talents. Let's see. Start with volley, I guess. And I'll add that one.
Much like your ship's stats, there are 3 talent specialization trees: defense, offense, and support. You can left-click to spend and right-click to refund any talent point freely, as long as you are out of combat. So feel free to try out the various talents to see what works best for your playstyle. You start with the powerful explosive barrel by default, and it's strongly advised that you unlock volley and water barrel next. Those 3 are powerful skill unlocking talents that will greatly aid you in battle. You can get more talent points by gaining XP, as well as through certain story arcs and achievements.
Get over here, you stupid fish. Drat.
You've acquired a first mate, but your sloop is too small for it. You will want to acquire at least the sloop of war in order to make use of it. All first mates can greatly enhance the ship's effectiveness and come with a set of effects that activate given the right conditions, such as entering combat or hitting targets with cannons.
Alright, actually, let's see if we can work on this quest taking out business. Enter rumors. Business. Business. Ashton. Van Ashton. That's better. Now we're correctly oriented. Oh my gosh. Okay. Max might. Alright, let's give her that once around. Alright. What we're looking for now is we want Leighton, Ashton, and Farster. Alright, where is this? Where are we? This is...
Sign here and then take this off my hands. Alright, later, nerd.
This is actually low-key really relaxing. Which means I am absolutely 100% gonna get bored. Where are we headed? We are... You know what? Let's go to the distress signal. Alright, we're going to Ashton and then Firester. Alright, now let's pull up here. My dinky little shit. And it absolutely is dinky, don't even pretend it's not. Alright, I am going to need to drop some stuff off here. So we're going to the vault. I sold that. So we want high supply and high demand. And here we are now, swinging it back around as we make our way to Firester. And 1 point available. Yes, I know I'm about to leave this region. That's the point. We are going to Firester before we go and subsidize water. Ah, Firester, home of the Sojourn. Alright, Firester, is there anything you want here? Why won't anyone buy the fish?
Hey, how's it going?
Eh.
See, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's like the first time.
Is this yours?
Yes.
No, it was on the floor. Sorry. How do you like the boats? Or boat? I don't know how far you've made it.
Still working on getting a second bolt.
It's kind of a fun one, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Okay, bye, Eddie. Hold on. $30, why'd that go up? Stupid taxes. I ain't paying no stupid boat tax. Yes, I know I'm about to leave this region. That's the point. We're gonna go subsidize some water. Yeah, I was gonna head back to Fan anyway. Oh my. I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I actually just did that. Oh my gosh, for the love of all that is good on this planet Earth, why? Ah! We're going hunting. We're going in. Ahoy, Marnik. Uh-huh. What we want to do is pop out, but then drop by Leighton. Go to Leighton. Ledna. Alright, what we are looking for is not in Ledna. Great. Just great. I knew it. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I can't get the bloody ship. Where are we headed? Farster. Maybe Farster will have something for us. Alright, no. Lady. I need water. Water. Let me. Are you not gonna sell me any water? Or okay, I just have to have. No, they won't sell me any bloody water. Farber, Anton, and Fan. Nice. Explosion. Farber. Holy. My. Yeesh. Again, I say yeesh. Oi, Sonia, what's your problem? Get off me. Hmm? That's what I thought. Alright, I'm trying to get back to Anton. So, best way to get there is faster to Leighton to Anton. Or I can just, click on Anton. Bella, why is she just sitting there? Is Shanash a destroyed province? Will they shut up? Sylvester! Fine, keep sailing. Stupid, 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 stupid. Anton. Enter Anton. By the power of Alpha Trion. Nice. Shit, man, from your shin for Daniel Rivaldi, Free Navy, Prosperity, Maxed. Order. Why won't you sell me your water? I just want to buy water from you. Let me buy your water. You stupid little... Anton. We need to get to Anton. No. I'm in Anton! I'm in Anton! I don't buy water. 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 Where can I get water? Sylvester. Alright, we're going back to fan. What happened to Chanel? Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. 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 And I was just about to blow her up. I mean, it's still an option. Mhm. Yeah, sorry if I've gone quiet, but there's really nobody here to apologize to because nobody watches these streams. It honestly gets a little disappointing. Hmm. Here is not the place to slander Fernand.
Dirt hammer, beached whale.
Let's go to Anton. Governed by John Ferdinand, so we're not gonna go there. Ah, interesting. Alright, Anton, what are we looking at here? Sell me your water! Rivaldi, Sylvester. No, this isn't a good spot really for any of them. Bro, get off. Oh, it's you. Man. Gonna visit Shanash. Shanash is a place of lawlessness and despair. Maybe I can take it over. Rowdy Del Toro, who are you? No, Rowdy. Shit. Can't do anything. Why are you embargoed? 25% tax? Ahoy, Rowdy. Oi, Rowdy. Why can't I shoot him? I just want someone to shoot with no consequences. at all. Ahoy, Bella! Ahoy! Ahoy! Talk to me. Oh my gosh. Dude. This is awful. This is the worst. This is the worst. You know what? Torwood. Don't think I've visited Torwood. I might as well. Farster is under attack by pirates? That's not good. But you know what is also not? My problem. I'm just here for cash. So I can get a new boat. So I can get more cash so I can get another boat. Hmm. Okay. I mean, that's simple enough. So I get a piece of the pie. That's the Wall Street way. So I get a piece of the pie. has the washed you away. We want further right. Bought in Torwood, sold in Farber and Shanash. Let's go to Farber. Before making my way back over here. What you looking at? Oh, thanks. I got profit twice. It seems like that wasn't very effective. Alright, we got about 2 minutes left in today's session. So, how about we go get in a fight, hmm? Now, come on.
If we're gonna get in a fight, gotta do it now. I smell blood.
Open the map. What? No. Map. Map? Fight, 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 fight. Oh, come on. Time's up. Are you kidding? Fight time. Oh, man. Didn't even let me fight, stupid thing. Just wanted to fight. What would happen if I fired? I'm just trying to start a fight. Ah. I just want to start a fight. Is that so much to ask? Oof. Alright, what do you need? Hmm. Hmm. Why will nobody sell me that water? Ooh, sugar. Well, y'all, thank you so much for watching. That is going to be the end of it today from me. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you all next time.